Now, Sri Lanka continues to arrest and detain suspects without minimal safeguards. That's according to Amnesty International. A new report out says the government is still carrying out practices from the civil war that ended in 2009. Well, the report says torture, disappearances and extrajudicial killings are continuing. Amnesty says new detainees are being denied access to lawyers for weeks in some cases. It says current laws make it easy for officials to transfer prisoners within the country, which only encourages human rights abuses. Amnesty also says the lack of accountability for alleged war crimes committed by Sri Lankan troops has created a sense of impunity among security forces. Well, Professor Rajiva Wijesinha is a Sri Lankan MP. He's an advisor to the Sri Lankan President on reconciliation. He joins me on the phone from Colombo. Rajiva Wijesinha, the report claims the government is carrying out torture and extrajudicial killings. It says some people are still disappearing. This is a pretty damning report. Why is it still happening?
Well, I think you should better ask why the report has come out now. It's obviously timed to coincide with the UN Human Rights Council in Geneva, where the United States has a rather nasty resolution against Sri Lanka. But if you actually look through the report carefully, as I can't say I did carefully because I didn't have much time, but I looked through it very quickly, and I find that while there are heaps of generalizations that try to suggest that Sri Lanka is in a state of crisis, all the examples they cite go back several years. I mean, I think I counted about 8 actual case studies, and hardly any of them relate to the modern period. Most of them actually relate either to 2009 or earlier. There are great generalizations like all the attacks are on Tamils, because in an attempt actually to create racial tension, whereas I think of the 8 studies, 2 are...
Yes, but I mean, I would say that 2009 is still pretty recent. I mean, the report, we're not here questioning the timing of the report. We're asking you questions about the content and the substance. I mean, the issue of war crimes, the issue of war crimes against Sri Lankan troops won't go away. Why have no officials been held accountable?
That context is very clearly an effort to create tensions about what happened in the past in an attempt to influence the present. I think you better read the report carefully, as I think anyone should do. It's a bit like the Human Rights Watch report that talked about indiscriminate attacks on civilians and then had a report that mentioned only one instance. Go carefully through this. Let me just cite one of the 2009 cases. It's about someone called Kumar who claims to have been tortured. He was actually arrested because he was a former LTT combatant, which he admits. He claims that he actually told his interlocutors that he was never with the LTT. If you look into the details about the
Mr. Wijesinha, we're going to have to leave it there because we're getting some audio interference on this side. Rajiva Wijesinha, thank you very much for talking to Al Jazeera.
You didn't. Okay, but thank you.